Welcome back. We're on turn 3, playing Rapid Fire Reloaded rule set, doing Lanzarath Ridge, which is this area here, with a 384th INR Intelligence and Reconnaissance Unit of the American Spearhead from Normandy. I've taken up positions in a big ridge which goes like this upwards, with trees outcropping along it. They've dug fortified trenches the whole way along the ridge, in the ridge, on the ridge, outside the ridge. There's a barbed wire 4 to 5 feet in height, which this wall here symbolises the whole way round. That's the road that leads to Lanzarath village, which is occupied by the Germans at the minute. Point of the game is that the Americans have been told to hold at all costs the 1st Panzer Division advance, and so we have the 1st Panzer Division is heading towards the bulge. They're trying to flank into the bulge, and they've sent ahead an infantry division of 500 men, and I believe they were called the 3rd Fallschirmjäger Division. Obviously in this game we're not going to have 500 men on the board, but we're going to have an equivalency, and they basically have to clear out any of the towns in advance of the 1st Panzer Division, 5th and 6th Panzer Divisions. They don't want to waste their armour before they get to the bulge. So these men basically have to go up this road, secure a point up at the top of the road for the rest of the 1st Division, the 5th and 6th, to flank. So I had them all deploy because that's what the friend had wanted to do, but I'm going to continue. I'm going to basically head up road and get the battle started, I think, because the more and more they sit about, the more and more nothing's going to happen, because the Americans have given orders not to attack until they see the whites of their eyes on that road. So let's get that started then. I'll get the German infantry moving up. So we're doing a moving phase. In a built up area, they can only move cross country half speed. So all the troops are back into the vehicle again. They're going to lose 3 inches of their travel, so 12 inches. Okay, we have a truck travelling over hedgerow, and they lose an inch for every score on the dice for going over the hedgerows. So they lose 4 inches. That's the first hedgerow, and the second 1, so 5 inches overall. So they can only travel 10 inches across country. Okay, so these guys are now back into the half track. That was short lived. I suppose that's if you're playing with another person. And sort of defeats the idea of the game. Okay, so in the German movement turn, they basically left where they were and got back into their trucks, and they're now heading out of the village, knowing the village is secure for the armoured divisions behind them. They just have to make it up this road. So, I don't think there's any more the Germans can do. Let me just check the order of play. Figures of vehicles moved, close assaults firing. Figures of vehicles have not already moved, maybe moved. No, that's it. So we have these guys. The 3rd Falschen Scrimmer, Shimmer, Witter, Shimmer, Scrim. Yeah, we'll just call them a 3rd Panzer Infantry Division moving up. Yep, so it's now the American turn, part B of the 3rd turn. So the Americans are seeing this movement happening. Now in the original game, the Germans were told about the Americans that were in the forest by a little girl who came out of one of the houses and actually went up to the commander and told the German commander and pointed up into the hills of where the Americans were stationed. So, to add that into the game, I'm going to do 50-50 luck. So 1 to 3, the girl comes out and tells the commander that there's Americans in the hills. So here we go, 1 to 3. 4 to 6, she doesn't tell him. And the Germans just continue on their merry way. Germans continue on their merry way. I might write this scenario up as a wee fast 1-page game for others to try. That are just into the game and not into the whole history of it. Okay, so the Americans seeing this happen, I'm going to get them to push up. Obviously they're going to be on the ground and hiding under the barbed wire and in their ditches. So, and from what I've been reading, the trenches were pretty good. They dug them a lot deeper than the other trenches, and they could really hide down in them trenches. So it would even be harder for Germans to spot them. So I believe infantry movement is 6. Let me just check. I believe it's 6 inches. Okay. Oh no, infantry are 9 inches, 6 inches cross country and crawling 3 inches. So yep, so basically 3-inch movement. They can swap with the guy next to them. Because I want to really concentrate fire. Get the troops bunched up enough. Okay, that's all the Americans are moving. Just moving their 30 cals and mortars a bit closer. Moving the guys along their trenches of the barbed wire to catch the Germans on the road as they're going up. Yep, I think that's turn 3. Yeah, turn 3 done. Now I believe there may be a chance for the Germans to spot. I believe it's up to 12 inches. Let me just check the rules. Okay. If potential enemy targets are seen observed, they can be fired or directed to. If they are in cover, you may have to test to see them. Visibility to a target is line of sight up to 48 inches, 60 inches if a target fired. Static and crawling infantry and support weapons in cornfields cannot be seen if they have not fired. Right, so troops inside intact building up to 12 inches, 6 to 12 the hard cover. Right, so they are in hard cover because they're in a ditch under barbed wire. So what we're going to do is in this half track so it's a chance to see a head pop up. And because they're in hardcover, chances of seeing them are 6, 3. So the Americans this round go unseen. Yep, so that's that turnover. So that's turn 3 complete. Turn 4. Germans again. Continue the movement. Still half movement because cross country and in a built up area, but now they're past this part of the road here, they're not in a built up area, so they can move full speed. There's your commander at the back. There's the cooler wagon. So So that's the Germans moved. Oh, infantry. So it just looks like the Germans are pulling out of the town and heading forward as per orders. Basically they're cannon fodder by the looks of it, because Piper had sent them ahead, the German general, because he didn't want to send the armoured units and end up losing armoured tanks. Yep, so German turn done. Americans, again, I'm going to try and move these guys. Now, the problem is I have a chance of being spotted, but it needs to be taken because of the strategy. So again, crawling 3 inches. They're just swapping places. We'll get them 30 cals up, do a bit of damage. That's our radio. Right, so they have a chance of spotting again, I believe, the Germans. Let me just double check. Can they do one a turn? Yeah, it's only one chance of seeing the enemy. They didn't spot anything. So that's the end of turn 4. Germans moved, Americans moved. Now the Germans again. The only problem is, if the Germans move again, they're going to be bloody off the board. I never thought that through. Right, but I'll leave that to the next video. More than likely, that's when the battle's going to begin. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.